Hey guys, BradThomas here with GoldBoys, and we're going to talk about the NFL football games for Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. But before we get into the action, I want to let you know these odds can be found on FanDuel Sportsbook. And if you want to learn how to join GoldBoys, look in the description. Let's get things started with the first game. We're going to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys are traveling to Pittsburgh, and guess what? They are an underdog, a 2.5 point dog. The total set at 44 and a half. And, naturally I'd want to be on the Pittsburgh Steelers here at the money line, but I just can't get down with laying the points with the Steelers or taking the Steelers at minus 145. Yes, we know their defense is super stout, and the Cowboys haven't been particularly good on defense either. So that should make life easier for Justin Jefferson. But look at some of the games that the Steelers played on this run where they're 3-1. They played against the Broncos, they played against the Falcons, they played against the Chargers, and now, yeah, they played against the Colts, but they lost that game. They haven't played any really strong opponents, so I don't really know what to take from them. Well, the Cowboys can say something similar. They got blown out by the Saints. They beat the Browns, but are the Browns really good? They got beat by the Ravens, which was a blowout, but the box score looks much closer due to Dak Prescott's comeback in that game, and they barely beat the Giants. I said barely because the Giants had multiple opportunities and multiple times they had Malik Neighbors open. How do I want to bet this game? I think I'm going to have to take the points with Dallas. Sure, like I said, defense is not where it wants to be, and the Steelers have a really strong defense on their side, but I'm going to trust Dak Prescott. There has been some issues where the wide receivers haven't gotten much separation. Brandon Cooks is out in this game as well. It's going to put a lot of ownership on Mr. CeeDee Lamb, but I do believe CeeDee Lamb can get the job done. I do think the Cowboys cover in this game. If you want to look at player props, the only one I'm really interested in is probably Pat Fryermuth. You want to take him either over 32 and a half receiving yards or over 2.5, 3.5 receptions. I haven't gotten to the window on that, and I don't really love it because I do believe the 44 and a half is trending more towards the under than the over. Before we get into the next game, I want to invite you to smash the like button, comment your favorite bet from either game, and make sure you ring the bell. That will notify you when we go live or when we have any new videos for you. And last but not least, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's move over to the Monday Night Football game. Kansas City Chiefs welcome in the New Orleans Saints. Man, the total in this one, 42 and a half. The spread, Chiefs minus 5.5. And, this game's kind of funny because the Saints started off really hot, and I think they're pretenders, right? They haven't been playing great. Derek Carr hasn't been a phenomenal. And then the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, the MVP favorite, but loses his top weapon in Rashee Rice. Isaiah Pacheco goes down a few weeks ago. Now they are trying to bring back Kareem Hunt. I don't want anything to do with the spread. 5.5. I mean, I don't want to take the Saints, but 5.5s have been covering a lot. And I certainly don't want to take the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes has 6 touchdowns, but he also has 6 turnovers, something that I really can't get behind. But one thing I do want to get behind is Mr. Travis Kelce over 57.5 receiving yards. I know. Travis Kelce has been god awful to start the season. He has Taylor Swift fever. It's Taylor era, not Kelce era, but he is going to be the number one option now. They have no other choice but to throw him the ball. Xavier Worthy is probably still going to be a 3-target guy. Juju Smith-Schuster is still slow, so he's not a reliable option. Travis Kelce is the guy. Yeah, they can throw it to Gray. Yes, they can throw it to Watson. But if you want that consistent, reliable target, it's Travis Kelce. It feels gross this day and age taking a 57.5 number on Kelce for as bad as he's been, but it is the only option that I like in this game. The total's fine. I don't believe it goes over the 42.5, but I don't want to test the Saints going up first and then Patrick Mahomes coming behind. There's another bet that you should look at, and I think you could consider. I haven't quite got to the window on it, but it's more of the player props, and that is total kicking points over 6.5 or 7.5 for Harrison Butker. I do think they score a touchdown, and they most likely will kick 2 or 3 field goals. And the reason is with the lack of running game and then without your top wide receiver, you're most likely going to have drives that are going to stall out, right? The New Orleans Saints defense is not bad. They have a good red zone to touchdown ratio. So I think if they get to the red zone, there will be times where you see the Kansas City Chiefs have to settle for a field goal. Those are my plays for the Sunday night and Monday night football games. Once again, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and best of luck with all your wagers. I'm Brad Thomas. Enjoy the games.